Hi there, I'm Lance, and this is the Kids of Love to Hate. And in this video, we're going to be checking out Little Alchemist from CGE. So yes, this is a Kids of Love to Hate video. If you haven't watched any of our Kids of Love to Hate videos, normally I would have my children here with me as we talk about children games, and they would give you their thoughts and opinions on it. Unfortunately, we've been the victim of some content theft when it comes to our Kids of Love to Hate videos. So because of that, we are kind of limiting how much they're in the videos with us in these videos where we're looking at children's games. You'll still get to hear their thoughts on what they think about Little Alchemists later on in the video. Just wanted to throw that at you here at the top of the video. Now let's get to talking about Little Alchemists. This is a game from Matush Khatri, and I hope I get that name correct, but this is kind of like the little brother version of Alchemist. If you're not familiar with that game, that is a pretty intense deduction game in which you are trying to combine different elements, potions, ingredients, that sort of thing, trying to figure out what ingredients mixed together to form certain different types of potions and whatnot. Well, you'll be doing exactly the same thing here in Little Alchemist. It's just going to be of a smaller degree, a smaller variety, a much more streamlined version of that game. Now, that being said, I don't know that this is a easy game per se, especially for children. The box says that it is for ages 7 and up. But this might be a little bit, you know, on the higher end of degree of difficulty for a children's game, or at least in my opinion, that is the case. Now we're going to go down to the table. I'll show you how this one works, show you some gameplay footage, and you'll hear some words on this game from my kids, and then I'll come back and share pros and cons about Little Alchemists. All right, so Little Alchemist, let's get into this. What you have for components, you're going to have a center board right here that's going to have lots of these ingredient tiles on it. There are 5 different ingredients, as you can see out here on the board. You're going to stack the rest of the ingredients on top of the customer tiles. There are going to be 3 customers at the beginning of this game. And on top of or underneath the customer tiles is going to be the end game tile. When this tile gets out, then the game is going to end. Players are also going to have their own player screens. These are very big player screens, but they're going to have this ingredient slotting board that goes on the top like so, keeping your screen intact. And then you have a deduction triangle that you're going to be using to determine what different colors of potions the different ingredients make. If you're familiar with Big Alchemists, not Little Alchemists, but the Alchemists game, you'll recognize this as that was a big part of that game. Now, how this game is going to work, players are going to start with their own ingredient tiles that they're going to keep hidden behind their screen, because everything in this game needs to be very secretive. You want to keep everything behind your screen, except for money. Money is going to be kept outside of your screen. But players are going to be using their different ingredient tiles, putting it on their boards, and making potions. Now, you'll do that by slotting in your tiles that you're going to be using, putting 2 on your mixing board up here, and then you are going to need to use a cell phone to use the app, because this is an app dependent game. And you'll start off on level 1, you'll start a new game, and then you will make a potion. This is pretty much what you're going to be doing. A large portion of the game is making potions. Now I have mine set up to where you just punch in the different tiles that you're using. There is a way to be able to use the camera on the back of your phone to be able to just scan the different tiles that you've placed in here, but I find it easier to just go ahead and punch in the different ones. Now, this is going to be secretive. You're not going to let the other players know what different tiles you're mixing, but you will punch in confirm, and it'll do this little graphic, and it'll show you, oh, look, you have made a fire potion. And you'll reveal that to all the other players, showing them, look, I made fire. You'll grab one of the fire tokens out of the supply of tokens. I don't know if I mentioned this, that there are lots of tokens in this game. And you will take your token and you will place it in the matching spot on your triangle. So we just combine the chicken foot with whatever that is, the ghostly root kind of thing, which happens to be this spot right here. As you can see, that's where these 2 intersect, and we're going to go ahead and place the fire potion right there. So now I know for the rest of this game, these 2 potions combined will make fire. Now, another couple of things that we know is that each ingredient can only ever make 2 different colors of potions. So I know that the chicken foot is going to make red in addition to making either blue or green, but it cannot make all 3. And that's the same thing for the ghostly root looking thing, that one of the 2 that it makes is red as well. And so I can use that information later on in the game. Now, at the end of my turn, I can choose to purchase something from the market, paying 1 coin for every ingredient that I choose to buy out of the market, or I can choose not to buy any. In either event, I'm going to discard the 2 that I've used face down so that nobody can see what ingredients I used, and then I will gain 2 for free off the top of this stack. Now, why would I maybe purchase something? Well, say I don't really like what I'm getting out of the stack. I could have purchased something else that might be available, that might be useful for me, replacing it out there with something else. There is a 6th ingredient tile. There are 6, as you can see on the bottom of your triangle right here. Now, eventually this stack is going to get depleted down to where a customer tile is revealed. And once a customer tile is revealed, that customer is there looking to purchase something. And in this case, this is the customer that is looking for the green potion. And if you are able to make a green potion on your turn, you will be able to make $3 on your turn. And so how that's going to work, when this deck of tiles has depleted, you'll take all the ones from the discard, you'll shuffle them up, you'll make a new deck, and play will continue. And on my turn, if I have figured out what could make a green potion referencing my triangle, then I can try and make a green potion on my turn using my ingredients. And if I am able to do so, then I have succeeded in serving this customer here. And then I can give them my blue potion jar, placing it on top of them like so. Each player has one of their potion jars to be able to do that with. And then that customer is going to eventually leave when this stack depletes again, and then the next customer is going to come out. And as I can see the top customer on the stack, I know who's coming next. That can help me prepare a little bit, but eventually all the customers will be served, and then the final tile will be revealed once the stack depletes again, at which point the game is going to end, and then we're going to see who has the most money to determine who is going to be the winner. Now, this is the very first version of the game, level 1, if you will. There are going to be lots of different levels, and how this is going to work is eventually you will be unlocking boxes, because like I mentioned, this is a game in which there's unlockable content. Every time you complete a game, you will earn some key tokens, key stickers, I should say, and these key stickers are going to be placed on these lock symbols on the different boxes. And as you can see, we've not unlocked all the boxes in our game. I have gone ahead and opened these up to know what's in here, so I kind of cheated a little bit. But unlocking the boxes allows you to open them up to reveal new stuff that you're going to get to add to your game. And in the rule book, there are parts of the rule book that are sealed off. And as you can see, here's level 2. I'm not going to show that to you too much. There's level 3, but the rest of the levels are still sealed. And you have to rip these little stickers to be able to read what's in the rule book about that, teaching you how to play the added content to the game. But anyhow, you can unlock that if you play the game enough times and add that to your game. But anyhow, that is Little Alchemists. We're going to go over the rules for this new level. Okay, everyone listen.
Level 4 adds magical animals which alchemists can keep as pets. Place these tiles near the market board. Each animal has a favorite potion.
Blue potion.
Blue potion.
Blurb.
You get the owl. So we're going to put the owl right, leave him right here. He goes right there, okay? So every time you make a blue potion, you're going to get 1 coin, okay? Yeah, don't shove him. All right, do you want to purchase any?
No.
Okay. Yeah, Court, your turn.
1 second. It made a love potion.
Okay. You get the cat.
Mouse fan. I'm stealing it.
You get the cat. Here you go. Put the love potion in the spot in your triangle that it goes into.
I wanted the dragon.
And your cat. You need to spend your money early and take something out of the market so that you get extra tiles to work with.
Well, then next thing I'm gonna get a tire.
You should. All right, Ford, your go.
And then it's my teeth. We're going second oldest top. Made a bread question.
Red, which is not your pet's favorite, but you now know how to make red.
Wrong.
Face down, face down, face down. Always face down. Ford, you got to keep it behind the screen so we can't see it.
It made red.
Red?
Red.
Okay, so you know how to make red now too.
You know how to make a red. It's hugging a potion.
What'd you make?
A goose.
Ghost potion.
Sorry, we don't sell. That's what mine like.
Discard your 2.
Make a goose mushroom with your cat.
And then do you want to buy one?
Sure.
What do you want to buy?
Chicken wrap.
Chicken foot
Don't coffee me. Chicken.
and 2 free ingredients. Our first customer is red, followed up by ghost. Okay. So you want to make a red potion now if you can. I made red.
Wait, was the red person out when I lit red?
No, he literally just came out right now. This is the first turn he came out. So I get 3 coins for having made red.
The ghost.
You made a ghost? All right, give me your jar.
I am good.
And court served the customer.
And my cat was.
Oh, and your cat. So you are going to get 5 coins. Nice. There's your ghost.
Oh, that's a good. And around.
Anna made a ghost. Give me your jar. There's your...
Wait, you used to make a ghost? Oh,
You
for the block. For the daddy.
Give me your little jar.
House.
Anna gets 4 coins for that. I'm going to share a theory.
So healthy, it's not my theory.
Well, we'll see.
Wait, you shared a theory already? No. What do you mean? No. She means no. Like, what do you mean by hopeful you don't cheat?
I was right. Okay, so I know what ingredients, I get that, makes green, red, and black. So, Ford, you get to guess first which of the 6 ingredients makes red, green, and black.
Oh.
Is it the grass, the chicken foot, the ghostly root, the blue feather, red scorpion, or the brown frog?
The chicken foot.
Ford says chicken foot. What do you say?
Chicken foot. It is fatty.
The blue feather. What do you say?
Face. Demon shop.
The gray root. Let's find out. It is the chicken foot. Ford is correct. He gets a coin.
I want a coin.
All right, so this one is going to go right here.
I know my theory is right.
And we have 1 down. 4 to go. All right,
Oh,
your turn. So keep that in mind, guys, that we now know that the chicken foot is only going to ever make a ghost potion, a red, or a green. So if you are needing something for love, don't put a chicken foot into it, because that won't make it. No love potion. Won't work. What'd you make? Oh, Ford has figured something out. He gets one of these. So Ford has figured out what it is that makes a pink, red, and blue potion. So pink, red, and blue. He's figured out what goes here. So your first, is it the ghostly root, the blue feather, the red scorpion, the brown frog, or the green grass? Which do you think? Look on your triangle, and if there's something that makes 2 out of those 3, you might guess it.
Demon child.
Demon child. Anna, what do you guess?
Scorpio.
Anna guesses the scorpion. I'm going to guess the grass. Okay, so Ford, hit the button. Right here at the bottom. It is grass. Daddy was right. Daddy gets a coin. So the grass is going to go here. Good job on figuring that out, Ford. All right, Court. It's your go.
We cannot see it figure it out. He knocks my pet ear.
I'm sorry. Hey, we are knocking these out. There's only 3 more to go before the game is over. We're going to get a lot of keys if we do. Anna is sharing a theory.
Wait, no. I forgot it was 3
Yeah.
little things, so now
If you only know 2, you might guess. You might still get it right.
I put down eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
But if you get it wrong, it's -1 point.
I mean, I'm red and I'm blue. Right. You might get it wrong, Nikki.
You got it right. All right, so Anna knows. Here's that. Goes with the rest of your stuff.
Halfway now.
Anna knows what ingredient, which of these 4 ingredients makes a ghost, green, and blue potion. I guess first here. So we are figuring out this one right here.
Okay, good.
I am gonna guess that it is the ghostly root. Ford, what do you guess of these 4?
The ghostly loot.
Okay, Court.
Which chicken's foot?
No,
I mean-
of these 4.
I mean the frog.
The frog. Okay, let's see. It is the ghostly root. I get a coin. Ford gets a coin. And the ghostly root goes right there. It's all right. You could still figure out one of these here in just a second.
Now I have.
All right. We're down to only 2 left, though, and I'm going to share a theory.
I was gonna be Wait, no. Frog.
You all say the frog.
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
It's frog.
You're all correct. Good
I
job.
was gonna do that one.
You all get a queen.
Finally, I'm catching back up. See. Now I have. I was wrong.
You were wrong? Oh, too bad, buddy.
Wabot.
When your theory is incorrect, discard the top 2 ingredients from the stack.
All right. Ford, are you going to try to end it?
Yep.
All right. He's right. All right. So, he gets the last one, and that's going to end the game. Now, Court is picking the scorpion. What about you, Anna? What are you picking?
Scorpion.
I am going scorpion as well. It is scorpion. Good job, kids. And that ends the game.
Woo.
Each coin is worth 1 point.
All right.
Each gem is worth the number of points printed on it. Each broken gem is worth -1 point.
Count up your points.
Points spent.
See.
8, 9, 10, -1. You have 9. You have 4? Oh, you have 9. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 4, you have 11. Daddy's got 14. I barely beat you.
Not really a surprise.
I thought Ford was gonna get it there. He had as many as me on those.
But he had a minus gem.
That's true, but
Next time, I'm.
hey, but look here.
Really?
Look at this. We get 2 keys this time because we have 2 customers there. So let's put 2 keys on here.
Now one.
Box 5. We are on box 5 now. Okay?
Can we play 2 or 3 or 1 more rounds? What did this have in it?
That was where the pets came from. All right, Ford, you ready to put our last sticker on box 5?
Yes.
All right, we're going to open it up here in just 1 second, but Court, put our other stickers on box 6. Going right for the middle. Okay. Good job. All right, now we're going to use the app to tell it that we have...
The number of large tiles. Customers.
Yeah. We know.
keys over the box found. Have you covered all of the locks on the next box?
Yes, we have.
Take a picture of the box with the keys stuck on it.
Oh, look at that. All right, we have unlocked it. We're going to open it up.
You're ready to progress to the next level. Open the box now.
Go ahead and open it up. And what's inside?
I'm opening that box. 1 second.
Can you do it? Don't try to rip it. There you go.
Hmm.
All right, so pros and cons. Let's get into it real quick about Little Alchemists. What do I think that about this game that works in a great way? So this is a fantastic, streamlined, easier to learn version of Alchemist. I definitely agree that this should be called Little Alchemist because that's exactly what you get with the experience of this game. It's definitely a much more entry-level point with the Alchemist kind of game. If you've never played that, you know, basically it's a higher degree of deduction and you know, trying to deduce what could mix together to make what. But there's also some action selection going on with the game, and it's pretty rules intensive. Try playing it with Sam pre-Love to Hate days, and it did not go very well over with her. If you're not familiar with who Sam is, that's my wife, and we do games that work great for gamers, myself, and non-gamers, her. That was a game that was much more heavier than what she's comfortable with, and so that game did not work very well for us. Little Alchemist, on the other hand, definitely is a nice entry point for that kind of gaming idea. Definitely one that you can play with kids, especially you know, those that have played other board games. The box, like I said at the top of the video, says ages 7 and up. Maybe, as you saw in the gameplay video, Ford, he is 7, and so that does work for him. Whereas Court, my younger one, he's only 5, and in it definitely is something that I had to kind of coach and educate him on to be able to understand. And eventually he was able to get it. So I guess the box is accurate, but I would just say that, you know, your mileage may vary when it comes to what ages work for this one. But it is definitely a very much educational game experience, and I don't mean that in the sense of like teaching them, you know, stuff they would learn in school, but it is something that will train them on how to deduce in other board games that can be a very effective skill to have when playing board games and when doing other things in life. And so this is a game that I think can absolutely prepare your kids, if you're going to play it with them, on doing well in other games, other deducing games, because you will learn a lot in playing this. I know my daughter, she's 10, and she has kind of learned that playing this several times, being able to use it in other games like Clue and any other deduction games, but basically stuff that as an adult probably comes to you pretty naturally while playing this, but as a kid, it's one of those higher levels of thinking that you only get through experience, and you get that in spades with this game. So I appreciate it for that value. The game is fun. For me as an adult playing this, I had a lot of fun playing it with my kids. So it's one that I absolutely want to keep coming back to them over and over again. They've asked to play this several times, so I know they're having fun with it as well. As you saw them sharing their thoughts on this one, they love this game. My older kids, I know you didn't get to see their opinions on it, but my 2 older kids, they love this game as well. So they've had lots of nice things to say about this, and we keep coming back to it. So there's good replayability with that as well. Unlocking the box material is a super fun thing with the game, that it definitely does provide much more gameplay material to work with. Every time you kind of get to a point where you're like, okay, what else could they add to it? And you open another box, there's more stuff that gets added to it. I'm not going to spoil any of that for you, but you know, there's going to be extra stuff to consider that definitely makes the game, you know, more layers of things that you have to think about. And I appreciate that, you know, the base game, what you start off with when you just open the box, pretty straightforward for you. You're going to play it. You know, the first time you get through it, you'll be like, okay, yeah, I've got that. And then you open the second box and it adds a little bit more. Third box adds a little bit more. And then by the time you kind of gotten into the later boxes, you're like, man, This is a completely different game than what it was when you first opened the box, and I really appreciate that. Pretty sure my kids really thought that was a cool thing about the game as well. So those are all the pros that I have for this game. There are some cons, however, and that would be that you might have seen in some of the gameplay footage that I had to keep reminding my kids, don't show me your tiles, keep everything hidden. And that's a difficult concept, or at least it was for my kids. Even for my older kids, they made several mistakes with that. Even after having played it probably upwards of 10 times now at this point, they're still having some difficulty with that. And that's just part of the game. You're going to have to probably tell them over and over and over again, I don't want to see it, don't show me that, don't show me that, don't show me that, don't show me the phone even. Because everything needs to be secretive and hidden. And that's a hard thing for my kids to do. And I would imagine that's a hard thing for most kids. The other thing that goes along with that could be a con is that you don't know if they're making mistakes because you can't see what they're doing. You can't see behind their screen. I mentioned my 5-year-old, I had to educate and coach him, and I'm not 100% sure that he's still getting it right every time. There's several times when he makes the same potion more than once, and I'll ask him afterwards, did you make the same potion over more than once? And he'll tell me, yeah, and I'll say, well, why'd you do that? And so there's not the opportunity to kind of be able to say to him, hey, you don't want to do that. You already know the answer to that, because I can't see what he's doing behind his screen. And that's just the nature of this game. And that's only a minor quibble because, and it's more of a quibble for me because I want him to do well, and he doesn't even know that he's not doing well by making that kind of mistake. It's one of those things. He's still having a good time. It's just I know that he's not going to really get anything out of doing that. And so it's just me as a dad wanting to see him succeed, and I can't do that for him. So that's just a personal thing for me. There are some other things too, though, and that is that it definitely feels like, especially with the first boxes, that you have to play the game several times to get to the point where you're opening up a new box. Just the way the gameplay works, how you earn keys to be able to unlock those boxes that you saw me show you that with the gameplay footage, it's dependent upon how many customers are left in the stack. When the game ends, that determines how many keys you get to put on these boxes. And as you're kind of learning the game and as you're playing it with your kids, and if their kids are playing it by themselves and they're kind of just rushing through buying all the ingredients or getting the ingredients, making potions, the game's going to end with no customers left on the stack. So you're more than likely only ever going to get 1, maybe 2 keys per game, and that means that you're going to have to play the game lots and lots of times to be able to unlock those boxes. Now, as they get better, more skilled at it, or if your kids are older and that just comes naturally to them, then that might not be as much of a problem. You might be getting more keys every time you play the game, and so you're unlocking those boxes faster, but chances are it's still going to be more than a handful of times to play each time you're trying to unlock a box. And I just found that to be like, man, I want to get through these boxes quicker. Felt really slow to me at the beginning to be able to get into some of those boxes. Now, as we got further into the boxes, it happened quicker, just because we got better at the game. My kids got better at it. They were making those theories easier. And I know I'm kind of sharing a little bit of spoiler content by even saying that. I apologize, but I do think it's important for you all to know that the game progresses slowly at first in getting into that unlockable content, and then it speeds up. But it might be so slow at the beginning that you maybe feel like, gosh, are we ever going to get there? I don't know if I want to keep playing to get to that point. That was a little bit of experience for me, but as I mentioned in my pros, we do enjoy this game. We had fun. We kept coming back to it, so that pro outweighed the con to be able to get to that unlockable content. Hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully I didn't spoil too much by saying what I just said. But anyhow, those are some of the pros. Those are some of the cons that I had with this game. Personally, overall, I really enjoy this game. Had a blast with it. In fact, I had a better experience playing Little Alchemist than I did Big Alchemist or just regular Alchemist. But that was just because of who I was playing the game with, as I mentioned earlier in the video. So Absolutely. Going to keep coming back to this. We haven't unlocked everything. I think we're on box 6 now, and we're getting really close to unlocking box 6. So there's still just a little bit more content that we still have to go in this, but everything that I've experienced so far as to what adds to this game is fantastic. I think you're definitely going to get your money's worth out of this game. So I would definitely recommend this one. I'll agree with my kids. I love this game, really do. The game is Little Alchemist. It is from CGE. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think about Little Alchemist, what you think about Big Alchemist, and what you think about CGE. If you like this video, please, please, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified of all of our great new content. I'm Lance, and this is Love to Hate, and the Kids of Love to Hate, where we help gamers find great games to play with non-gamers. We'll catch you next time.